6 reasons why the Tories are history. Reason number 1. The cost of living crisis and destruction of the British economy.
From the free jamboree pandemic furlough money to the blizzard of cash frittered away on fraudulent Covid loans to pouring money down the HS2 money pit, letting inflation take hold and not dealing with the 2008 credit crunch in a timely manner, the Tories throughout have been footloose and fancy-free with taxpayers' money, so trashing their fragile reputation for being good with the economy.
Reason number 2. Immigration.
Not only did more than 1 million people arrive here long-term in the year to June 2022, the Tories had promised to sort out Britain's problem with certain persons entering the country via irregular means. They not only failed, but the number of people arriving in the UK via the Channel reached 46,000 in 2022, with projections of double that this year. In other words, total failure.
Reason number 3. Net zero.
The Tories plough on with chasing net zero unicorns and paying people to sit in the dark and not use intermittent and unreliable wind and solar energy while the rest of the world gets on with life, and actually burnt up a record 8 billion tonnes of coal in 2022. And all we've got out of it is net zero energy and more trashing of the UK economy.
Reason number 4. Brexit.
The failure here has not been Brexit itself or the concept of Brexit, but the way that the Tories handled it. From Theresa May to Boris Johnson, it was a foul-up, orchestrated by Ramonas in their own party. And it wasn't just the Northern Ireland Protocol, but also the fish and the abject refusal to ditch EU laws and move on. They thought that by playing nice and staying close to EU rules, Brussels would be nice back to us. And they still haven't cottoned on. Cut the EU apron strings.
Reason number 5. The woke agenda.
From enforced pronouns to the sacking of our heritage, pulling down of statues, renaming of roads, and the cancelling of historical figures for what was then perfectly legal and accepted practices, to the talk of giving away legally owned property like the Elgin marbles, the Tories have silently overseen a woke washing of our culture, a destruction of our culture and our way of life.
Reason number 6. Tory Sleaze.
From Partygate to PPE contracts, to House of Lords appointments, BBC appointments, to wallpaper, to cake, to loans, to tax, to seatbelts, as well as 2 Prime Ministers breaking the law. And it doesn't matter how you view each of those separately, the overall picture is of a party dripping with sleaze. How much more is yet to come out? And there is a 7th reason, the biggest and most obvious one, which I'll reveal tomorrow.